People feel as though you have to have something wrong with you in order to make that. People want to believe that. That's the thing. I see that all the time where they're just like, what do you do? What kind of camera do you use? What do you record on? What is it? What do you make beats on? What's different from you? What's the reason I can't do what you do? And the reason is you just don't want to do it.
I think a lot of people want answers and people want to tie things up, which is why people were like, he's not having a crisis, or like, he's depressed, and like people want to label things, and it's like, maybe I'm just alive and that's how I feel. So, and we all feel this way, so why are we bullshitting? I just want to be honest. I think people are afraid to be honest.
I'm probably the most insecure person I know. A lot of people feel that way. That's the thing, is like, pretending like you're not like that, like that's too much work. I could never be A$AP Rocky. Like I could never be him, because like it's just too much confidence in himself. Everybody's so afraid now they don't do shit. They're just paralyzed by it. They just don't do it. And that's bullshit. It's a dumb reason not to do what you want.
You said you never want to work for anyone.
Yeah, I don't want a boss. I don't think we need that. I don't.
The internet is just in love with nostalgia because we're afraid to move forward. Like that's basically what it is. It's like people are just like, that's what Tumblr is. That it's just like we don't want to move forward because we're afraid, because we see our mistakes so fast now. That's the thing. No one wants to have a fucking job. I don't want to have a job.
That's the biggest problem with our life.
Community was my career. I loved working there, and then by the end, it was a job.
It's a job. Hot 97 was my fucking end-all, be-all, goal morning show. I got it. I'm like, this shit is a job.
But the problem is, people tell you you're crazy for feeling that way.
Right.
It's like, you found the thing that you're supposed to do, and they keep doing it. It's like, most people keep growing and wanting to find things that they love.
I'm trying to make the best product. I believe the people deserve quality, and when they taste it, they see their own value, and they don't ask for less.
I believe in endings. I don't think, like, people really scared of death. I am not afraid of that shit. That's part of life. That's part of everything. Like, if anything went, like, you know, that kind of like, that thing of just like, would God make a stone that he himself could not pick up? That kind of riddle. It's like, yeah, he could, but why would he do that? Like, kind of thing. Like, everything needs to have a balance.
TV2 Norway, all the way back here.
Oh, which one? You guys duke it out. I'm not gonna. No, you go ahead.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's a little bit about what you just said, because I loved what you said in your speech about magic.
Yeah.
What do you think we all can do to make a little bit more magic in the world and make it a little bit better?
I think, honestly, right now we live in a time where things are very divisive. And, you know, I think Meryl Streep was speaking on this a lot, where it's like we all have a lot of responsibility. And I remember going to school because I wasn't allowed to talk about magic, and I wasn't allowed, I knew Santa Claus was fake, but I was around a lot of kids who didn't know that. So you have that responsibility to keep that going and understand why you're doing it, because of joy. So I think human joy is super important. It doesn't come from computers. It just comes from belief. You know, acting, making music, all that stuff is believing in something that maybe someone older doesn't truly believe, but like when you see it in a child, it makes you kind of believe it again, you know, because we forget how innocent and beautiful we were. So I think, yeah, it's our responsibility to make magic again, because I think a lot of the shit that's happening now is bullshit. Yeah. Thank you, Donald. Thank you. Thank you, guys.